this past weekend against Washington State and Washington?
It was a rough weekend, but we're hoping to bounce back definitely from it. Like, a lot of it was just things that we can fix and mistakes on our own part. So I think that this weekend we just have to go in focusing on ourselves and playing our best game and the game we know we can play, and with soccer we'll go from there.
Was it like playing your first away games in Pac-12? Was it reaching your expectations?
Yeah, it was. The Washington State crowd was definitely really crazy, and it was a cool atmosphere to be a part of. I'm hoping we can have that tomorrow at our field.
With Stanford obviously being a big team, do you have some former teammates on them, or
Yeah,
what's your connection to them?
my former teammate Katie is on that team, Katie Meyer, and then I played with Kat at ODP and stuff like that. So I know a lot of the girls on the team, and it's going to be fun to go against them for so long.
Kat was giving me some shtick for watching their games. Have you been watching them? What do you see from them?
I watched a couple of their games. I try not to look at a lot of the other teams because I'll just psych myself out. But I just think that they're obviously like number one for a reason. They're a really good team, and we just have to come in and focus on ourselves mostly because if we go in like doing our whole scouting report and stuff and just focusing on all their players, it's just gonna be like too overwhelming. Like, they are number one and like we're the underdogs, but I think that if we play our style of soccer, like it's gonna be a really good game.
Conversation-wise, after this last road trip, I mean, was there a discussion amongst you guys as players or as a team about kind of moving forward off that and not letting that define where you guys were going to go for the rest of the season?
Yeah, we definitely wanted to just leave those two games like behind us. So on Monday we came in and we all like had a really big chat about like what frustrated us during that game and like how we could improve like in the future games, like how we can not get as frustrated or mad at each other like when things get rough and stuff. So we kind of talked about that, and then we were like, okay, that game's over with, like don't talk about it anymore, like it's time to focus on Stanford this week. So
Well, not to hang too much on it, but what were some of the frustrations that were brought up?
just I think a lot of it was like it was hard on Sunday because it was slick, so a lot of our touches were not as good as we wanted them to be, and so I think we got frustrated really quickly with each other, like at our passes, and like different things weren't going exactly how we wanted it. So it's like big thing for us was like talking like our tone with each other, so we've been trying to like work on that as a team.
So is it nice to kind of come off a frustrating weekend like that and at least be back home in some relative comfort and knowing what you're getting when you step out onto the field here?
Definitely. It was a hard like crowd to go into both games, so I'm really happy that we're going to be back home now and like have our Duck fans cheering us on, and we're obviously undefeated at home, so it's like a great feeling to just be back here, especially when we're playing Stanford and we don't have to go travel to them again.